The World God Only Knows, Episode 7, the start of the Ayumi and Chihori conquest. Now, where to start with this episode? The animation was perfect. The pacing was perfect. The dialogue was delivered better than I imagined it while reading the manga. And they left almost nothing out. The episode was really good. I'm a huge fan of the whole Ayumi/Chihori conquest. It reminds me a lot of Toradora in that one of the friends lets the other friend have the guy that they both like. Of course, this arc does not end at all like Toradora. It ends better. This is the conquest where Katsuguri really develops as a character and has the most impact on him than any other conquest. Later on in the manga series, they reference back to this conquest quite often. And if they did the first episode of it this well, I have nothing but high hopes for the rest of it. Now, at the same time the at-home sick event is happening, Haka is being interrogated in hell in the manga. Now that part is pretty important to the series, so they'll probably just add that part to the next episode. I actually like how they pretty much ignored everything else and just focused solely on the sick event with Ayumi and Chihori. I think it worked out very well. Now, as for the differences between this episode and the manga, like I said before, they left out Haka being questioned in hell, but they can always add that on to later episodes. Nora's partner was originally sent there to turn off the alarm that the member of Vintage had. In the manga, they captured the girl who attacked Cannon, I don't know how to say her name, and have her locked up in their house. Since they just removed the character altogether in the anime, Nora's buddy has a pretty weak excuse for actually being at Katsuguri's house in the first place. Since the member of Vintage isn't there, Katsuguri doesn't get his door slashed up by the head Vintage weird girl who likes to stab herself. When Katsuguri calls Ayumi, he leaves out the reference to his grandfather, but seeing as his episode was never shown, that's understandable. Keimo's excuse to Ayumi in the manga on why he needs to hide her is a couple of sentences longer. Seeing as translations differ from translator to translator, it's not fair to compare what is said. But I like in the manga how the translator said that Keimo's hid Ayumi because it was embarrassing and to protect their reputations, while in the anime he says it's to protect their honor. In the manga, he makes it clear that he can turn this double event into a plus for both girls, while in the anime, he's more worried about not letting them see each other. This little bit of dialogue added in the manga makes him seem more confident in his situation, while in the anime it's left out and it seems like he's in trouble. While ultimately he does fail at the double event, seeing as he misread Chihori's mood and didn't expect her confession. They left out Ayumi's bag being left on the floor. This is really the only physical change from the anime and the manga, and it has no significance on the story. The manga translator made Chihori say, "I like you," while the anime says love. I always thought the "I like you" was kind of awkward, and the "I love you" fits better in the situation. And lastly, they left out Keima's explanation on why he can't let a love triangle turn into a love square. I can't wait for the next episode. They did so well in this one and left me super excited for the next.